The silent predator emerges. Hidden beneath the murky waters of tropical rivers, a massive shadow glides silently, no noise, no noticeable ripple. You might mistake it for a drifting log or the mere reflection of overhanging trees. But no, this is a living creature, a true predator, possessing strength and mystery that even the fiercest creatures in nature fear. Imagine this moment. The calm surface suddenly shatters, and in just 3 short seconds, a crocodile, an apex predator of the swamps, disappears entirely, leaving no trace. Welcome to the world of the Arapaima, one of the most fearsome freshwater fish on the planet. Our protagonist today is not a clawed beast with razor-sharp fangs like those from horror movies. It's a fish, but don't let that fool you. The Arapaima is no ordinary fish. Growing over 3 meters in length and weighing more than 200 kilograms, it is an underwater war machine, built to dominate anything in its path. Its elongated body is covered in thick, armor-like scales, making it resemble an ancient warrior rather than a river-dwelling creature. And its eyes, small yet piercing, are always watching, always waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Now, let's step into its world, the winding rivers of the Amazon rainforest, where the waters are clouded with silt and dense canopies block out the sunlight. This is not the crystal-clear lake you see in postcards. No, this is a hidden battlefield, where life and death unfold daily. The slow-moving currents carry the scent of earth, decaying leaves, and the unfortunate prey that failed to escape. Here, the Arapaima is not just a resident, it is a king, a silent ruler of this vast freshwater kingdom. But what makes it stand out among thousands of other fish species? It's not just its size but also the way it hunts, survives, and asserts its dominance in this unforgiving ecosystem. First, consider its role in nature. The Arapaima is not just a predator, it's a key player in maintaining the balance of the Amazon ecosystem. With a massive mouth that expands like a steel trap, it swallows everything from small fish and water birds to larger prey like juvenile crocodiles. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? How can a fish take down a crocodile, an icon of strength and ferocity? But this is exactly what makes the Arapaima special. It doesn't rely on speed or brute force to hunt. Instead, it is patient, silent, and then, in a split second, it explodes into action, a strategy so precise that even other predators are caught off guard. And here's another fascinating secret: the Arapaima can breathe air. That's right, while most fish rely entirely on gills to extract oxygen from water, the Arapaima has a lung-like organ that allows it to surface and take in air. Picture this, a massive beast slowly rising, breaking the still surface, taking a deep breath, and then vanishing again as if it were never there. This ability not only helps it survive in the oxygen-poor waters of the Amazon but also makes it an adaptable hunter, capable of thriving in different conditions. But don't think its life is all easy victories. In this world, even a king faces challenges, and the story of the Arapaima has more surprises waiting to be discovered. 3 seconds of explosive power. Now, imagine standing by the riverbank, gazing at the water's smooth, mirror-like surface. Suddenly, a loud plop echoes, water splashes violently, and in the blink of an eye, a small crocodile, about a meter long, disappears without a trace. No dramatic chase, no roars or desperate struggles like those seen in lion versus antelope documentaries. Just silence, followed by a lightning-fast strike, and everything is over in less than 3 seconds. This is how the Arapaima operates: swift, precise, and ruthless. But how does a fish achieve such a feat? Let's dive into its hunting mechanism, because this is where things get truly fascinating. First, let's talk about the Arapaima's mouth. It's not just large, it's a marvel of nature. When it opens, it creates a powerful vacuum effect, similar to an underwater suction pump. Scientists call this the suction feeding technique, a skill the Arapaima has perfected over millions of years of evolution. When prey enters its range, it doesn't need to lunge or tear it apart. A single gulp is enough. Water rushes in at incredible speed, dragging everything nearby into its cavernous mouth. Juvenile crocodiles, small fish, even birds that perch too close to the water, none can escape. And the craziest part? This entire process happens so fast that if you blink, you'll miss the moment of impact. But the Arapaima's power isn't just in its mouth. Take a closer look at its body, long, muscular, and shielded by iron-hard scales. These scales don't just protect it from attacks, they also allow it to glide smoothly through the water without creating noticeable disturbances. This makes the Arapaima a true stealth predator. It can approach prey undetected, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And when that moment comes, its muscles unleash a coiled spring force, delivering an attack so sudden and overwhelming that no prey can react in time. Have you ever wondered how a 200-kilogram fish moves so quickly? The secret lies in how it uses its environment. In the murky waters of the Amazon, visibility is close to zero. But the Arapaima doesn't need to see its prey, it feels it. Every tiny vibration in the water, every subtle shift in the current, alerts it to what's nearby. A juvenile crocodile swimming confidently may believe it is safe, but it doesn't realize that the silent predator has already locked onto it from meters away. And once the distance is right, 3 seconds is all the Arapaima needs to finish the job. However, life is never without challenges. In the Amazon, competition is fierce. Piranhas with razor-sharp teeth, fully grown crocodiles with superior strength, and even humans, who hunt the Arapaima for its meat and valuable scales, are real threats. But these adversities have only forged the Arapaima into the ultimate survivor. It is not just strong but also intelligent, knowing when to hide, when to wait, and when to strike. And when it does, nothing can stand in its way. The River King and Lessons from Nature. As the day ends and the hunt is over, the water returns to its tranquil state. The Arapaima glides silently beneath the surface, its massive form blending into the shadows of silt and submerged roots. The unlucky prey has become part of the food chain, and the cycle of life continues. But the story of the Arapaima is more than just about sudden attacks and immense strength. It is a symbol of adaptation, of survival in a world full of dangers, and perhaps, it offers us a new perspective on nature and ourselves. Consider its journey within the Amazon ecosystem. The Arapaima is not just an apex predator, it is a regulator. By eliminating weaker or overpopulated prey, it helps maintain biodiversity in the river. Yet, it does not destroy recklessly. It hunts with precision, wastes nothing, and takes only what it needs. In a world where survival depends on delicate balance, the Arapaima is proof that true power lies not in destruction, but in maintaining order. And then there's its resilience. The Amazon is not always a paradise. When the dry season comes, waters recede, and oxygen levels drop to dangerous lows. Many fish die in massive numbers, but not the Arapaima. Thanks to its ability to breathe air, it rises to the surface, takes a breath, and continues to survive. This is more than just biology, it is a lesson in adaptation. But today, the River King faces a new enemy, humans. Overfishing and habitat destruction have drastically reduced its population. From an unrivaled predator, it has become the hunted. And this forces us to ask, are we destroying the very wonders that nature spent millions of years perfecting? As the sun sets over the Amazon, the silhouette of the Arapaima fades into the water. It remains there, silent, powerful, yet more vulnerable than ever. Perhaps its story isn't just about strength or survival, but a reminder that even kings need protection. And in this modern world, where we often forget our connection to nature, could the Arapaima teach us something about patience, adaptation, and responsibility for our planet? The answer may lie in how we choose to face the rivers of our own lives.